Good evening. All right. So Ernest ODell with the Saturday edition of the Instant Rewards Back Office Live Training. And just for information purposes tonight, we've had several people in the groups ask about some advanced marketing training, other than just, advertising on regular advertising means like Craigslist and the free classified ad sites and Facebook. So what I thought I would do is go over here to classified ads over on the webs. It's referenced in the files section in the groups, and I'll plug it in so if anybody wants to bookmark that, they can get to it. This is the one site that I use every day. I place them in different categories every day. I keep a spreadsheet as my notes. But I mentioned in an earlier comment on one of the threads that I do 200 posts a day, and somebody thought I did 200 on Craigslist. And I said, oh no. I have a Tulsa account and a Lubbock account, and then I have a few anonymous accounts that I can post around the country in different IPs, because as most of you know, when it comes to Craigslist being such a different animal, they do require you to post locally, regionally, excuse me, and they do monitor you by your IP address. So Craigslist has its own set of rules. And on this classified ad sites, I did include Craigslist. I haven't put any notes on Craigslist. I've left it in there. I've been tempted to take it out because Craigslist is its own animal. But I tell people, don't get hung up on Craigslist. It's a great place if you learn how to use it. Here recently, I've learned how to use it without getting flagged, without getting slapped and flagged. But I use the top 25 on this classified ad sites. And I mentioned another list of 3,200, okay? I have a small list of my top 12 paid campaign sites. Never Blue Ads, Max Bounty, Hydra Media, CPA Empire, Click Cash. ClickSoar is another one. I guess I ought to put that in there. ClickSoar.com, clicksoar.com. The Commission Junction is really not an ad site. I don't know why I have that in there. That's an affiliate site, okay? Lead Exchanger, ClickBooth, CPA Storm, Affiliate Seeking, I think, is another affiliate site. I don't know if it's really an ad site. I don't use it, okay? But ClickSoar, Casale Media, OptimD, usually they require somewhere in the neighborhood of anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 deposit, and you'll be assigned a manager. I would start off with some of the cheap paid ad sites. If you're going to go into paid ads, then you want to look at some of the cheap sites where you can post an upgraded ad, a featured ad, that'll stay on top of the feed. What do I mean by that? Let's go over here and click on ad post here. Let's look in the employment section, and let's say advertising job offered. Okay, these ads in red, okay, this is an ad that was paid for in one of those categories. This right here with ad posts, you've got 4 different categories that you can post in. You can set your ad to a premium rate and get it viewed. It also gets it better inclusion into the indexing and aggregation system. But if somebody does happen to come over to the ad post system and they start looking around in your particular category, this is, well, and here's one, Tulsa, Oklahoma, marketing, sales, work at home. It's a countrywide ad. The name of the person that posted this, of course, is Stuart Allen. So this is not my ad, but I do have ads in Tulsa, Lubbock, and other areas. Okay. How you go about it, okay, if you go in and register, after you register, you log in. And you want to post an ad. Let's say you post a free ad on ad post. This will get you 6 months run, all right? So let's say we put this in sales and marketing, okay? And we're going to put this in a job offer. Let's find another one of my ads that I'm running. And we've kind of gone over this before, but I just want to cover it real quick. And say something like, are you frustrated with this economy? Now let's go back over here and catch this whole line. Post this right here. Are you frustrated with this economy? Do you feel like throwing in the towel and giving up? Come to work with us and start getting paid today. No waiting around for 2 weeks. Now we're going to take this and copy this, and we have to put down what kind of job it is. So we'll just say part-time, permanent. You can say work at home. Don't have to worry about seniority, okay? Job title, sales, marketing. You can put down salary like $3,500. Week average. Starting date, what's today's date? 8/10. Um, 2013. You can leave the education required openings. You can say 5 or more. Advertiser, and call yourself an agent. Okay, you do have to have a name in there. You don't necessarily have to have, the the city, state, whatever. On my ads, I usually put my voicemail and then I'll put the link to the website, okay, my lead capture page. Now, here, for example, there's $9.99 for each level. If you want to give it priority ranking, this will keep it up on the top so you can give it priority ranking. It's a one-time fee per ad. If you want to make it stand out and highlight your ad and easily triple your visibility in the search results, then you can put it in bold and red for another $9.99. Now it's $18.98. Okay, your basic ad will only be posted within one category, say administrative support services. Here we've got it in the sales and marketing. If you make your ad relevant for all categories in that section, then select section-wide targeting, and it will put it in all sections of the employment section, whether it's sales and marketing, customer service, call center, whatever, work at home. It'll make it section-wide, not just category-wide. Here is where you would set it for country-wide, and this will get you outside of your local boundary. If you was to change or check all 4 of these, your total ad cost for 6 months would be $39.96, and it would run for 6 months, 180 days, and that's an average cost of about 22 cents a day. And if you wanted to preview the ad, take a look at it. There it is. There's a link. If you have keywords, you can put some keywords in there. It makes it easier to find. Here's another little trick. Auto notify me of new ads posted by other members matching the below criteria. Okay? And if you have somebody matching your criteria in the marketing and sales, job wanted, work at home, or even in your area, you would get an email from the system telling you that somebody else has placed an ad in that category. And this is not necessarily a competitive situation, depending on how you word your ad. So it's going to run for 6 months. But it will give you an idea of how successful some of these ads work if you see somebody copying your ad. You know, when you see copycats come in, it's kind of a compliment. You might put in some keywords here and say work from home, jobs, comma, work at home, jobs, advertising, marketing, sales and marketing. You can narrow down the searches, and these will also get plugged into your indexing. Then you can proceed to pay for this through ClickBank or through PayPal. You can put it on your credit card, or you can just go ahead and proceed to pay for it through ClickBank. Now, this right here, if you have apostrophes in your name like I do, you would want to definitely clean this up because it will run through your bank. If you don't want to put it directly on your PayPal and you got some, or you don't want to put it on your credit card, you can put it there and you can pay for it with PayPal if you have some money in your PayPal account. Okay, here's another thing. If you choose PayPal and you click on PayPal, then you can choose that function right there. And if you don't have enough money in your PayPal account and you have your PayPal account attached to a debit or a credit card or a particular bank checking account, then it'll take the difference out of your attached banking account. So all you would have to do is log into your PayPal account and click log in and then authorize the payment. All right. So that's all we have to do there. We'll go back over here. I'm not going to run that ad right now, but I just wanted to show you how you could, go in there and pay for one of those ads on one or more levels. Sales marketing, here's the ad that I just placed, but I haven't, marked it up as a featured ad. So if you want to feature it, for 6 months, then what's going to happen is that you're going to see your ad pop up in a section, post in the United States, let's say advertising job offered, and then you would see it pop up in red countrywide, and it would be highlighted, and it stays at the top of the feed. These right here are staying at the top of the feed. So that's one good way. That's not real advanced, okay? And we've discussed this before on Backpage, US free ads, UAD post, date, classified networks, backlinks is a little different operation. The 24/7 backlinks is a forum backlink software system where you can go in and pay like $25 and get 25,000 backlinks. They even give you 1,000 backlinks for free for signing up. And they plug these automated links based on your keywords that you select. And I'll do a separate training on this. I'll do a separate video. There's already some on YouTube, so if you do a YouTube search on 24/7 backlinks, you'll probably find some tutorials up there. But this is a good little system. And then, of course, you've got... You have come to classified ad sites. Very simple. Turn that off. I will be posting another page up here as soon as I get those 3,200 cleaned up. I will probably put it on the third page here and move this one over. I'll move proxy services over to the more drop-down link. May even split this up and put the home page with its original links, okay, of the top 25, and then all these down here. They're cleaned up. They all work. Okay, and they've got good notations on it. What I want to show you, okay, is actually a little bit different. And let me get over to my high traffic sites. Get back over here and Okay. I think you can all see this. Yeah. All here. There. This file right here is the one I'm working on. Okay. As you see, I've got probably 100, maybe 200 classified paid traffic sites. Some of them are cheaper than others. Some of them don't require as big a deposit. Some of them will require $100 deposit, some $200, $300, $500. This is well worth your time to get into some advanced marketing, and not just in the freebies and instant rewards, but if you have some international offerings that you might have, okay, you can give some of these a shot. And they also have tracking companies. So you want to use a good tracking program like HyperTracker. ClickSoar has some built-in tracking. GetClicky.com. They have good tracking. This right here is going to be made available as, you know, high traffic sites. But before you start going out there and throwing a lot of money into high traffic advertising, you want to follow certain procedures and follow certain methodologies that can't always be taught here within a 1-hour webinar, but they can be taught in about a 2-hour webinar. And you want to make your ad stand out head and shoulders above everybody else. Well, how do you do that? Okay. If you go over to Google, and look for the Google AdWords keyword tool. They're going to be discontinuing this here in the next few weeks. And they're going to be putting this into a new format called the Keyword Planner. If you don't have a Gmail account with Google, then you will have to use this little CAPTCHA code to approve your search. If you have a Gmail account, then of course come over here, sign in, excuse me, and then you would do one of two things. You would either plug in your keywords, long tail, short tail, your keyword phrase, or you plug in the website itself. So let's look at, for instance, instant rewards, network.com/DMS group. And let's grab this, copy the URL, this is going to give you some ideas, okay, on what to search for. So what it's going to do is it's actually going to come over here and it's going to scour the source code. All right. It's going to come up here and search for these keywords and any other place where it can find some keywords. It's not going to find a whole lot here. Okay. But let's go ahead and try this out. And we want to set this on exclude terms. We don't want to search broad. We want to search exact. Okay. We want to narrow this down to a laser focus. We don't want a broad search with a bunch of spurious keywords coming up. We want to turn off the broad, turn off the phrase, and click on exact. And then we'll hit search. All right. And we see where it's come up with a few ideas. Okay. And we're going to go over to keyword ideas. We're going to click on this, and we've come up with 22 keywords that it's given us a variety of rank. So let's look at the high, medium, and low rank. Anything below this, okay, below 10, we can probably ignore those. I don't know if you'd want PayPal rewards. You could probably use these in your keyword campaigns over here on these high traffic sources. When you get into these high traffic sources, you're going to be asked for a set of keywords. This is the tool you want to use. When they change the keyword tool over to the keyword planner, click on this. The keyword planner is going to operate just a little bit different than the keyword tools, okay? You're going to have to learn how to use this because I'm still working with learning it. I haven't quite learned how to use it. But how to use the keyword planner, it's got a little tutorial in there. How to build a campaign. Learn how keyword planner is different from the keyword tool. It's still going to be helpful. Okay, so I don't know when they're getting rid of the keyword tool, but it's going to be, you know, soon. But let's get back over here, do our search, and then come back to keyword ideas. Right now it's on the tab Ad Group Ideas. And then we're going to select competition and local monthly searches. You probably want to select your monthly searches, you know, for anything around 1,000 or better. You can use global monthly searches as your determining factor, you know, as to which one of these keywords you want to use. Instant money online, instant money, you might type in free, freebies, and hit that, and it's going to do a combination search, okay? So, you know, you see here, it's got low competition, but global monthly and local monthly, you've got a lot of people searching on that term. You know, I use the terms free stuff, you know, free samples, freebies. I get a lot of good results on my campaigns because they have a good global monthly search, and local monthly search. Now, over here, you're not going to worry about these cost per clicks because you're not going to be bidding on them through AdWords. I don't use AdWords to build my pay-per-click. I use a lot of these sources over here because they're much cheaper. Excuse me. I've got a sore throat and a cold, so and my nose is stopping up on me. Normally I don't sound this gravelly, but you're going to look for these keywords to be your determining factor, and you don't need a lot of keywords. You don't need a lot of high competition keywords, low competition, medium competition, because you're not going to be paying these prices. This, would be very expensive if you were to bid on these, search terms and pay $4.90 per click. Approximate cost per click when they show up in the search results. Well, most people starting out in this business don't have $5, for every click. Somebody might come through and click on that, and you might not make a sale. You might not get a completion. So what you want to do is come over to these high traffic sources that I will be putting up and providing. Look through these high traffic sources and see, who has, like some of the cheaper cost. Let's take, for instance, and let's go over here and look at this real quick, okay? Let's look at Cyber Bounty, okay? You can get a lot of traffic through this site. They do put it out mobile, not only on your computer networks, but on your mobile networks. They are global, okay? They send out billions of ads on iPods and several different operating systems for phones. So what you would do is select advertisers, and then you would go in, create a free account, set up your account by, setting up your free account. You can put your title in here and your website URL. You want to have something to tell, because they will call you and probably set up an interview. And then they would tell you and help you, okay? A lot of these companies will assign you an advertising manager, and they will work with you and tell you how to, set up and create and host the form, what kind of offers that they accept, and how much you need to put up for a deposit, and kind of walk you through this and how you can cap the account. All right. So what they, and they'll tell you a lot of times on some of these sites, types of offers that they accept. Host and post. We will create and host the form, posting the data to you with all activity occurring within our platform. Link out. The user will click on a banner which we display as an interstitial pop-up. An interstitial pop-up, okay, is a pop-up that comes up over the website. Let's say they go to a particular URL. Let's say a ClickBank URL, or another competitor's site, or a particular ad on Amazon. Okay, so let's say we go to Amazon.com. And this right here is a plug-in video, but it's considered interstitial. So this ad right here would pop up and open up another tab, but the way it's plugged in is, through an interstitial. Let's say we looked over here at movies. Let's look at electronics, computers, okay? Let's look at laptops. And scroll down here and look at top of the line laptops. Laptop, best-selling laptops. Click on this. Let's get over to, let's look at this little Asus K55. Okay, $400. If you had a competitor's ad pop up over this, that would be considered an interstitial ad. Amazon being one of, it's ranked as a search engine. It wouldn't necessarily, be called an interstitial here, because they do accept only paid ads. They don't allow interstitials, but you will see interstitials come up in other places. Okay, so an interstitial pop-up can, to some people, it can be annoying. To others, it'll fit right in based on those keywords, and they say, "Oh wow, I want to take a look at this," and they'll go over to your site and maybe make a purchase if you're selling something, or sign up for your newsletter if you're offering a newsletter with back end offers in the newsletter, or do a direct sign up on your lead capture page if you're working with, for instance, Instant Rewards, Instant Money Network, or another freebie network. Okay, and this is where you would grab these keywords, and you could tell it to download all search results, save it in the CSV. You can select an application to open that up with. You can open it up with Microsoft Excel. I like to open mine up with Notepad. Okay, and then what I have here is, let me wrap that. Okay, this is basically CSV, comma separated values. I'm still looking at it in the text format. Now, it looks all jumbled up, but I can take this file, okay, and save it. Let's go ahead and put it up here on my desktop where I can find it, okay, and close this, and let's go back over here. Open up my get over here. I like to open up with Open Office. Open Office is free. You can download it and install it. And it has pretty much the look and feel of just about all of your okay. It has basically all of your look and feel of Microsoft products. Okay, so let's open up that file on our desktop here. and we've got keyword ideas, and what this has basically done is put it in a spreadsheet format because it is CSV. And what I want to do is basically take well, that didn't separate it right for me. No, close this, we go back, this, go back and open this. Let's go over here and try to pick it up with Excel. Okay. Now, there. Well, what I'm trying to do, spread this out. There. Let's grab this. You can take and copy that whole column, highlight your whole column just by selecting the header, okay? And then right-click, copy, go back and open up a new file, paste that in, and then all you have here, okay, is your keywords that you want to work with. And then what you would do is you could then choose a few keywords, separate out the ones you don't want to use and delete them, and then just, you know, save the file. When you go back over to your paid ad account and set up your keyword ads, that way you could just plug everything in. So you can kind of build your own file. All right. I'm going to click this out. I don't want to save it. And close this. And come back over here and close this. I don't want to save that either. Okay. Now, let's get back over here. I'm going to make this available, okay? These right here. My top 5 picks are Ad Marketplace, Ad Knowledge, ClickSoar, Neverblue, and Max Bounty. Get Clicky and Clicky are, you know, like HyperTracker. They're good tracking systems, but you'll probably want to find some tutorials on YouTube. There's some good tutorials over on Vic Strazhouse's site. He's got some good tutorials on how to set up these campaigns also. So it's not really complicated. This is something that, you know, internet marketers have been using for years. They've been doing this for quite some time. So let me get over here, sign out. We just want to sign out of that real quick. Okay. and close this. We'll leave that open, this open. And if anybody has any questions, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up on the attendee list and unmute everybody. If anybody has any questions, they can okay, that must have been Michelle. I was catching. Hold on a second. I know what's doing that. I'm catching background noise off the ceiling fan. Okay, is it much quieter now? I'm still getting some background noise off of Michelle's channel, so I don't know if it's just the network feedback. I'm on a super fast connection and a super fast computer, so I'm still having to learn a lot. What kind of music that was? What I was playing earlier, just before the beginning of the webinar, was ZZ Top. Just got paid today. Gots to get paid. No, it wasn't you, Michelle. It was me. I had a ceiling fan going over here, and it was causing feedback to come through your channel. It was nothing on your channel that was causing the noise. It was just seemed to be coming through your speakers and feeding back. But I was the one creating all the noise. So anyway, I've got everybody unmuted. If nobody has any questions, then what I want to do is kind of give you guys a heads up. I do advanced tutorials and I do advanced internet marketing, but I don't show everything here because it's more than most people can grasp. Right now, I don't want to overload people with a lot of technical stuff. I will make these high traffic sites available. I'll put up, a page. I'll put up another page over here with some of these high traffic sites. I'll put up like, my top 6 picks, and then I'll put a page of these, the top 20 CPA networks, okay, that you can post a variety of CPA programs through. Not all of them are going to accept advertisers, no matter what you're advertising. It really doesn't matter if you're advertising a freebie network like Instant Rewards or Instant Money Network or, Instant Payday Network. It doesn't matter if you're a publisher. Some of these people are maxed out. They only take so many people. It's like, me. I only take 25 members at a time until somebody drops out of my institute in the academy. I have to interview each person that applies to the institute and to the academy. The academy is for my more advanced business customers because they pay $1,000 a month. I've got some customers that pay as much as $10,000 a month. But for beginners, for providing anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a week of webinar instruction on advanced marketing tactics for $100 a month. It breaks down to about $5 or $6 an hour. And only take 25 students or 25 members at a time. These ad lists, I'll put the CPA networks, the online advertising blue book, and some of these others. I'll put up a new page up here. I'll probably move proxy and call center resources over to the more drop down, and I'll just add a couple more links up here. We will have more classified ad sites coming up. I may put them on this same page and just build another section in here. I don't want to put, too many. What I may have to do is just, build out several pages. My 200 daily ads, they are a mix of free and paid. This site right here on the home tag, okay, here's the top 25, okay, and then from the A section down to the end, it's probably another 25 or 50, okay. So that would probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 links here on this first page. The second page, there's probably about another 50, 25 per column here. So you're probably looking at 100 to 150 total just on this classified ad site. Where I do get into the other high traffic sources is, let me get back over here to the I think it's in the 4,000 folder. Yeah. This one here. This is the main site or the main page of all these 3,200, and you see how I've got different lines, separating them out. These are my markers. These are kind of my bookmarks, where I've gone in and separated some of these, because once I start plugging them in, this is going to be very labor intensive. I thought about, putting this out and just selling the list, or just, putting it out to paid members only. But, I want to make sure that, this list is clean. I don't want to have, this list, be full of dead links. This is why it has taken me so long to work on this. This right here, this Free Ad Depot, this is a great little site. It works a little different than most ad lists. It's not a safe list, but you can get some of your ads out through their members and through paid ads, okay? Jane Mark and Phil Baston run something similar to this, but you can go on a platinum level, executive level for a 1 year per year. They have free exit pop ads. They've got members that receive all these ads, and plus you can set up an affiliate in there and earn money. Okay, so you can earn money as a free ad depot reseller. Okay, you can get a 40% commission when a member that you sponsor upgrades. So here's a little icing on the cake. I'll go ahead and give you that. If y'all want to go over there and take a look at that, it's over there in your chat box in the control panel. You can take a look at that, and somebody signs up for a small package, you can make $78.80 commission off of one of the sign-ups. So if you got somebody that signed up on the free level, of course you're not going to make any money there. But if they signed up for $19.95 a month and you make 40% of $20 a month, that's $8. Okay, $8 a month. If you get 1,000 people that signed up for just the pro level, $19.95 a month, just do the math. $8 times 1,000 people per month, that's $8,000 a month. You're not going to get filthy rich, but as a little extra income, $8,000 a month would be good if you had 1,000 people. Now, is it hard to get 1,000 people? Yes and no. This right here, I want you to take a look at this, okay? I'm going to go back over to my main wall. Don't know if you can see this. Friends, 4,903. I try to keep it under 5,000, all right? So let me blow this up a little bit, see if you can't see that. I've got everybody unmuted, so, if anybody wants to speak up or just chat, let me see if I can't get rid of the background noise. Yeah. No, I still got background noise coming in. I've had over 5,000 people in my network, just on Facebook alone. Okay, on Twitter, I probably have a couple of thousand people. On my LinkedIn account, which is more business related and branch out, I have over 1 million connections. It took me about 5 years to get to this point. And I have some alternate social media networks where I've probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 million people membership, connections and all that. So it's not hard to pick up a small percentage of these people and get them to sign up with you. If you've just recently started using Facebook, then don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results from some of your Facebook advertising. I've got, just in groups alone, okay, if I do a group directory, and I've showed you guys this before, okay, if you look at my group directory here, I took a count today. I have 1,296 groups. I thought that you could only belong to 300 groups at a time. But Facebook group advertising, you know, there's some money to be made there. You can pick up a few leads. I do. I pick up a lot of international leads, a lot from Pakistan, India, Europe, Australia, and Africa. Okay. So you're not going to get flooded, but you can pick up a few leads. Okay. But what I do is I go in reverse order. I just, you know, I go all the way down to the end, to the last one I use, click on that, post my ad, and then go back to the group directory listing up here on the More tag. Click on that. It brings me back to the group, excuse me, directory listing. This can be a little time consuming. If you want to use an auto post tool, you've got to be careful using Hootsuite and some of these others. This Hootsuite Pro, you can use it free for a month, I think, and then try it out for $8.99 a month. The problem with a lot of people is they don't know how to use these auto posters, and they post to more than 30 groups in a space of 10 minutes. They get slapped by Facebook and they wonder why. Well, this is one of these advanced marketing tactics that you can use, okay, on Facebook, but you've got to stagger your ads, even on the auto posters, whether it's Hootsuite or another automated poster. You can stagger your ads to, let's say, post to 20 or 30 groups, and then maybe 10 or 15 minutes later, post to another set of 20 or 30 groups. And every 10 or 15 minutes, you might post to 20 or 30 groups. You just don't want to overdo it, because if you post to too many Facebook groups with an auto poster, all in like 1 minute, or wham, bam, 1,296, you're going to have people screaming and flagging you for spam, and they'll shut you down for posting too heavy. They'll shut you down for sometimes 30 days. If you violate that rule more than once, they'll shut your account down. Okay, so there's special rules, and there's some good courses out there on marketing on Facebook. I'm not going to go into that right now, because this is a very highly technical market just on Facebook, as well as LinkedIn. LinkedIn IBO Toolbox is another one. Branch Out, they're more professional based, so you don't want to go in there and just spam a bunch of ads. Okay, some of these ads, okay, it's like here, Tri-State Guns and Ammo. You've got to pay attention, okay, to your group. Look at their rules. You don't post a freebie ad in a guns and ammo group, all right? I would post an ad up here in, let's say, Tri-State Guns and Ammo. I might post an ad for custom pistol grips, okay? I've got a stock and an inventory of custom pistol grips for handgunners. I would post an ad here. I would not post, an ad for custom pistol grips in a work at home Facebook group, okay? So you do have to kind of pay attention to which groups that you're signing up on. I was told last year that 300 was the limit, but something changed when Facebook came out with the graph search. I don't know if they know about this or if they're going to close that little loophole or not or what, but somebody said that they belonged to over 800, and I said, how could you? I thought the limit was 300. I wasn't challenging them. I was just wondering, how did they do it? Well, by trial and error, I have found out, okay? So if, let's say I was going to post an ad on this group. Let's say I was going to post an ad on Tri-State Guns and Ammo. Over here is some suggested groups in that same category. Here's our category, guns and ammo, okay? Now, I can also go over here and say Tri-State Guns and Ammo members, all right? But for right now, let's look at suggested groups. Here's one. I can just say click Join Group. West Virginia Firearms Exchange. Join Group. West Virginia Buy Sell Trade. Guns R Us. Toys R Us. Okay. Join Group. Gun Traders and More. Join Group. Well, let's look at See All. Click on that suggested groups, and there's a plethora of associated groups in this particular genre that you see it's repopulating. All right, so you can find a lot of groups that way. All right, let's say you want to go back to your marketing groups. You want to post your instant rewards network, instant money network. Let's look at some of our work at home. Okay. Some of our work at home categories. One of the things that I brought up in a conversation thread today is you don't want to use certain combinations of hashtags and keywords on your Facebook ads. It got this account right here flagged and compromised and shut down twice, and it took me the better part of a day to get it back the first time, and almost a day and a half the second time. I've got another account that's still on hold, and I haven't been able to regain control of it yet. And it was not a hacker. It was not trolls or phishers. It was a particular ad and a hashtag that I was using that caused it to get flagged in the system, and it shut my account down. So I've got to work on trying to get that back over the next few days. But let's say we're looking at MLM, okay? I posted there on Friday. All right. Here's some suggested groups over here. You can post MLM over in India, helpingportal.com. You might do a right click, open link, a new tab, and then just kind of do a preview and see if this is one of those groups that you would want to join. If not, close it and go back and look. High yips, you don't want to join those. Those are high yield investment programs. As far as I'm concerned, they're scams. Okay, so this is just an idea. Okay, suggested groups. Let's say you want to go back over into let's say legitimate online work at home jobs. Okay, I've got this in my favorites. And here are some suggested groups. Online writing jobs from home. Click that. Here's one, business opportunities. Click that. and get a job at home. Click that. Job openings, help for freshers. Click that. Hyatt Malaysia, I wouldn't join that. But let's go back up here and take a look at spending some of your time joining maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 groups at a time while you're posting. Okay. Here's one, job vacancy, networking, advertisement. I wouldn't join Hyatt Malaysia, networking for Christians with business acumen or acumen. Here's one, Z&Z, online training. You wouldn't go in there to advertise. This is probably a support group for Z&Z members, okay? Anybody in the freebie industry knows what Z&Z is. So you wouldn't go into Instant Rewards or IMN Newbies Group and advertising there. You wouldn't want to do that here either. You know, honor their rules. Here's one you might want to join and check out. Here's one. Here's another one. And they can use similar names, okay? And once you've clicked on that, it'll show that you've sent a request, and eventually you'll either get added or denied, okay? Network marketing business opportunity, Insider Secrets Mastermind, Berkeley County online yard sales, jobs for part-timers, High Traffic Academy, that is Vic Strazaus's site, or one of his sites, some of his members. Multi-level marketing zone, okay? So these are some ideas that I wanted to throw your way that you can use in your Facebook marketing if you use that as part of your marketing strategy. Check out some of the other sites. I will keep this up to date. I will be adding some more links to this site, so bookmark it, keep your eye on it, and you'll see the changes take place in the next few days. I'm up in Tulsa right now, so I'll be going back to Lubbock next week, and I should have it done over the course of the weekend. Any questions? On the proxy, I heard a rumor, Hide My Ass is not working now for Craigslist. I don't know. On the proxy services, Hide My Ass doesn't have a list of virgin IPs, okay? It's an advanced VPN. So they do recycle some of their old IPs and their virtual proxy networks. Okay, so they're not virgins. Lion Proxy, if you go to the proxy service page, Lion Proxy is a little bit more expensive, 10 proxies for $19.99 per month. They're virgin IPs. They unlock all sites. So, you know, it's a free IP refresh. Anybody that's into using IP for posting. Me, I get plenty of traffic off of Craigslist without using Hide My Ass and Lion proxies, okay? I have Anonymox over here. You can get Anonymox as a add-in on your Firefox, okay? You can make it active and select all countries, US, UK. You can go stealth. It'll slow your network down a little bit. But you can use it to a certain limited point and keep yourself kind of anonymous. It doesn't give you the same function as a different proxy, okay? You're just using an anonymous proxy if you don't want the government prying into your business like the NSA and the CIA and all these. Okay, so but it's all right for light stuff. I wouldn't use it, if I was, in the intelligence field, because I could still track you, if I wanted to. I don't know if hide my ass is working or not, but I do know that Lime proxies give you a much better service. Okay, you can get 10 proxies on the premium rate, private proxies. If you want to go that route, then look into some of their prices. You might try 10, okay, because they're usually about $100 a month. The Anonymox is just a little add-in, okay? So if you go open up a tab in Firefox and type in your Google search, Anonymox, okay? It should come up with first link, Anonymox add-ons for Firefox. Click on that. It'll take you over to the Firefox Mozilla site. You can download it. No other proxies or other programs required. You can change your IP address and country, visit blocked and censored websites, delete cookies, show your public IP, and more. It's not the same, okay, as hide my ass or Lime proxies. But as I haven't tried Anonymox on Craigslist, okay, mainly because I log in on Craigslist on my email address. So how can I be anonymous? I don't know if it would really serve the purpose there. However, if you wanted to set up, let's say, a different email address through Yahoo, and just use it specifically for a different address, you might try it. I don't know. Like I said, I only have 2 email addresses. One that I use up here in Tulsa from the Tulsa IP, and another one from Lubbock from the Lubbock IP. I've got another one over in the Philippines that I use from over there, but it's an IP jumper, but I use it through Lime proxies. When I get over, when I go to the Philippines and I work from Baguio City, I would be using one of these premium private proxies. I just have to make sure I've got a real strong, fast network. Okay. So I'm not an expert when it comes to IP proxies and virtual proxy networks. And Anonymox, I use it on a limited basis. I get plenty business off of Craigslist. Just, if I go to tulsa.craigslist.org, I can log in to my account. Let's see. Well, let's see. Forgetting my password. Let's see here. got it written down somewhere. I can't remember all my passwords on these logins, so I have to remember. All right, right now, okay, it got deleted, it got flagged, probably a competitor. It ran for about 2 or 3 days. Which was today, the 10th. I renewed it yesterday. I put it up originally on the 3rd, so it ran almost 6 days before somebody flagged it. Yeah, I can go back and put it up. You know, this is one of those ads where I was just testing this account. And this is the only Craigslist account that I have, you know, assigned to that Yahoo address. Okay. If I go into my other one, and you notice I don't get upset when my ads get flagged. I got one that got flagged and deleted here back in June. All right, big deal. All of these ads here that I've been running for the past several weeks, I even have a Tulsa ad up here. Okay, I placed it while I was here, so it passed the muster. I've been renewing them several times over the past few weeks, and none of them have gotten flagged. So I've learned to kind of work within certain parameters, but if they started going back through and flagging me just like they did on the other account, I don't get worked up. Why? Because Craigslist is just a piece of the puzzle. They're not the do-all, end-all. And this is why I tell people, don't get worked up in a lather over Craigslist, okay? They're not the only game in town. It used to happen to me more often than not, okay? It seemed like I'd go into an account, I'd put an ad up, and it'd get flagged because people were, tracking me. Well, you can use the Craigslist ad tracker, and you can sniff these people. You can block them. You can block their IPs so they can't see your ad and flag you. There's a way to get around it. It's just that I don't have time to beat these people, okay, at their own game. I don't have time for jokers. If you've been on other calls with me, you've heard me say over and over, I don't have time for knuckleheads, tire kickers, tire eaters, time wasters, and jokers. And these sophomoric twits that get on Craigslist that have nothing better to do with their time than to just surf around and flag your ads because they're not making any money. If they spent their time posting ads on a site like this or on 3,200 sites that I'm making available, they'd make money, okay? It's not that hard to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. You just, you've got to start a process, and you got to start it slow. Most people are starting off with freebies because it provides immediate money. If you've got some immediate money coming in, then you can lay some aside for cheap ads and then start making more money and then funnel some of that money back into some higher priced networks, which, you would want to use, like some of these, okay? So you have to take it in steps. You don't go out there and start blowing $100, $200, $300 deposit on this ad site and that ad site. You try small ad sites, where you can spend $5, $10, $25, $40 or $50. Let it run for a few days or a few weeks, or in AdPo's case, 6 months. Track your ads, learn how to split test and use some campaigns. This is what we teach in the Institute and over at the Academy. I really don't have time to teach it here, but, over at the Institute and the Academy, we get people that actually do use these techniques and tactics and strategies. This is what I've been doing for the past 15 years. So if that's, answers everybody's question, we've been on here for an hour and a half now. So I think what I'm going to do is call this the end of the webinar and let this thing go to render. And sign out and close this. My goodness, how many of these things did I have open? Here we go. All right. Folks, I really appreciate you stopping by. Did I find out what was happening about posting an image on Pinterest? Yeah, I sent in a trouble ticket to them. I told them, the link that I was posting was to this particular webinar. And they said it had been reported as spam. I said, well, you don't want to know what I said. It was not nice. I'll just put it simply. I told them, I said, no, this link is to a legitimate seminar. It was not spam. And I even gave them the link. I said, you can go check it out. I said, this is to a Citrix GoToMeeting webinar. And it all started over on Instant Rewards when another member flagged the webinar link as spam and abusive. And I was an admin. I requested Anthony to take me off of admin status to protect the group because I didn't know at the time if my account had been compromised by hackers and phishers, and I didn't want these people to get in through my network. I've been hacked and phished before on other groups, and I didn't want Anthony's group to get hacked and phished. But I'll get back with Anthony on this, and he can reinstate me as a co-admin, and we'll get back into the swing of things. How to post an image on Pinterest? I tell you what, why don't we take that up next Wednesday? I'll be doing the midweek Wednesday webinar for the Instant Rewards, and I'll show you how I do it. I just posted an image up there today. Of course, it had the link, embedded in the image. I just took a screenshot of the splash screen and posted it. So why don't we cover that Wednesday? And I'll let all of you go for the evening, and I'll see you Wednesday night. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.